So today we have to talk about something that some of you, maybe not all of you, but some of you don't know how to talk about. And what is that something we need to talk about? It is your longing, your desiring, your yearning, your painful wanting, that deep longing that you have inside of you that brought you to manifestation in the first place. What is your real relationship like with your deepest longing? We're talking about this today because I had this big download about longing and yearning and wanting, where I realized I haven't emphasized enough how to really transmute it, how to really deal with it in a healthy way. Because for most of you who are on this YouTube channel with me talking about manifestation, a lot of you are scholars in how law of assumption should work, and you know, oh, longing and wanting and yearning, that's not good, that's lack, that's what I'm not supposed to be in. Oh, wish fulfilled and havingness, as Genevieve calls it, wish fulfilled, having it, havingness, that's what I'm supposed to be in. And because you have gotten very used to seeing it in this very black and white, diametrically opposed way, your relationship, your real genuine relationship with your longing over here has maybe gotten pretty unhealthy, pretty repressed. And that might actually be the very reason that you're having trouble staying in the wish fulfilled. So we are going to go very deep into this today, but very quickly before we fully dive into everything I have to tell you, I will introduce myself. To those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Genevieve and I am a manifestation coach, an energy worker, a spiritual teacher. And on this channel, I try to explain manifestation, law of assumption in a really healthy, deep way. In this video in particular, we're going to talk about how just dangerous it can be to talk about manifestation in very superficial ways, because as I already mentioned, it causes us to get very black and white thinking about, oh, these things are bad, these thoughts and feelings are bad, and oh, only these feelings are good. And you become more split from yourself, more split from your own energy. So me, Genevieve here, I'm here to help you integrate everything so that you more healthfully stay in the genuine wish fulfilled state and not this superficial, forced ego wish fulfilled state that's not really the wish fulfilled. If it's just your ego trying to force your havingness, it's probably not the deep, genuine, healthy shift you want. So anyway, I'm already kind of dabbling in the content of this video, but if you're curious to work more with me, you can do that lots of different ways. There are courses listed down below that you can start, different ones for different things you might be dealing with. You can also do private coaching with me if you want to talk to me personally about your life and your circumstances and how to navigate your particular situation. You can also join the membership portion of this channel. I do group coaching at the end of every month. That's a great way to talk to me personally if the fully private coaching isn't the right match for you. So anyway, check all of that out in the description below. Links to everything is down there. And I think that's it. Oh, do give this video a like and subscribe if you get a lot of value out of this video. And I know that you will. Okay, let's get deeper into this. Before we go farther in me explaining lots of intellectual things to you, I want you to pause with me here. Just me and you here. I want you to pause with me and really genuinely, honestly ask yourself, what is my relationship like to my own longing, that yearning that I have inside of me? How do I treat myself in the face of my longing and my yearning? And I'm using those words in particular because often things like longing and yearning are deeper and they usually apply to things in our lives that are the most important to us, often specific person relationships, romantic relationships, relationships in general. But for sure, longing and yearning and deep wanting can apply to anything in your life that's very important to you. So it's almost like the more longing and yearning you have for this thing or for this person, the more juicy depth and importance and power is locked within you about this thing or this person. And that's very true. The measure of your longing is equal to the measure of power you're holding around this thing. But again, to go back to my question, what is your genuine relationship to your own longing and yearning? Have you been programmed in a negative way by superficial law of assumption teachings that say, oh, longing's really bad, don't feel that, you're not supposed to go there, you're not supposed to miss your SP, you're not supposed to yearn for your SP, saying SP because often this does apply to specific people, aka SP manifestations. But a lot of us have been accidentally programmed with these shaming rules of law of assumption of this is what you're supposed to do and this is what you're not supposed to do. So are you adhering to those shaming rules where you do not allow yourself to experience your own longing and yearning? I'm going to wager that like 90% of you watching this, because a lot of you are law of assumption hardcore people, 90% of you do not want to let yourself feel deep longing, deep yearning, the deep inherent grief that tends to be tinged within longing and yearning. A lot of you are trying to avoid that state at all costs. And that's okay if that has been your MO for the last few weeks or months or maybe even years, depending on how long you've been in law of assumption land. But today we are going to change that, because from here on out, this download that I had the other day was that I need to give you guys even more permission to really deeply feel and honor your deep longing, that deep yearning, that feeling that almost feels like you miss something or miss someone, that deep feeling of missing and yearning. You do need to feel that, and I'm going to explain to you how to feel it in the right way, that it transmutes into the wish fulfilled, because that's what we haven't been talking about, and that's what we need to talk about right now. So those of you who have been watching my videos for some time, you know that I do have this very low-tech whiteboard that I occasionally pull out. And up here, I just put, a little figure of what we've already talked about, that a lot of us have this very black and white shaming relationship where it's like, okay, having this, the wish fulfilled over here, this is good. This is what I want. This is the only thing I want. This is what I'm going for. And it's like, this is only the thing that's good. And then over here, you have this, longing. No, that is bad. That's what I'm not supposed to be feeling. This is not good if I feel this. I judge myself if I feel this. Not good. But down here, this is the diagram that more healthfully illustrates how you should be relating to your longing. Your longing is not separate from the wish fulfilled. In fact, your longing is encapsulated, is loved within the wish fulfilled. And why is that? Because both the wish fulfilled and the longing are you. They are you in your own energy. They're different aspects of your own powerful, unique expression. So if you are in denial of a really big part of you, because remember what I said before, the bigger your longing, the bigger your yearning, the more power is like locked within that. And if you are denying that deep longing and yearning, you are denying the wish fulfilled. You have to integrate into the wish fulfilled the longing. So let me explain what this here means. As you can see here, this energy of yours, this energy of longing, I've given it more of a perforated edge because it's not a stagnant energy. It's an energy that wants to move. So you're going to take your powerful longing and you're going to integrate it into your havingness, into your wish fulfilled. And by doing that, by saturating your longing, you're no longer denying it, you're no longer repressing it, you're actually bringing it up into consciousness and then saturating it in your love, in your havingness. That will cause the longing to naturally transmute into havingness itself, because again, it's just energy that moves into something else once it's given a different permission to move. And now this whole thing is just havingness. It's a genuine shift into the wish fulfilled. Okay, but let me explain how to do this deeper, because I know a lot of you are watching this being like, okay, well, how do I do that? As with any of our feelings, when we deny our longing and our yearning for something or someone, we are repressing that feeling. And as a lot of you have experienced, often you will be able to kind of achieve the wish fulfilled for maybe a few days, maybe even a few weeks. But it's like all that repressed yearning and longing just comes purging back up. It's like no matter what you do, you're trying so hard to not be in yearning and you're trying so hard to be in havingness, but you just can't seem to maintain the havingness. It's because you are denying the longing. So as with all of our emotions, we do not deny our emotions when we're manifesting. So the next time you feel that deep well of longing and yearning and missing, the biggest thing I want you to do is to never judge it again, to never feel you either missing your person or just longing for whatever it is you want. Do not for a second label it as, oh, I'm not supposed to feel this. This isn't supposed to be here. Now that I just felt this means that I'm probably not in the wish fulfilled anymore. You are never doing that again. Now, the next time you feel that longing or that yearning or that deep wanting and missing, I want you to simply say to yourself, I'm feeling my longing. I love my longing, and it's totally okay that my longing and my desiring is here with me right now. You are encapsulating that longing and that missing in total permission of havingness. You are fully embracing it and loving it and accepting it. I almost want you to be over the top in how much you approve of your feelings. You're going to be interacting with these feelings of longing and missing in such a different way, such a just totally inclusive, accepting, loving way. Like almost be excited that your longing has showed up. It is through that permission that your longing gets that it's like, oh, it is okay for me to be here. And it naturally starts to come out of that tight coiled of like, oh, I'm not supposed to long, I'm not supposed to want. It naturally starts to relax and flow out into the open sea of havingness, the open sea of the wish fulfilled. Remember, with manifestation and law of assumption in particular, you make all the rules here. You are the operant power and you are responsible for handling all of your energy in an inclusive way that never negates the wish fulfilled. Remember, the wish fulfilled can't be taken away. Your knowing of the wish fulfilled can be threatened by nothing except you. But when you're standing firm in that knowing that like my wish fulfilled is not threatened. It is a guarantee. It is here now. There is nothing against it because everything I'm working with is my own energy, my own power. And therefore, anything and everything that comes up within me, I'm going to include it in the wish fulfilled. I'm not going to make my longing or my yearning or my missing be this big, powerful boulder that's against my wish fulfilled over here. And then these two are just battling and I'm constantly going back and forth between, oh, I'm in the wish fulfilled for a few days and it's like, oh, now I'm purging all my missing my person. The wish fulfilled is roomy and all-inclusive to all of your human emotions, all of your human thoughts. You have to trust yourself enough and trust the true nature of havingness, that nothing can negate havingness except your own betrayal of it. And all I mean by that is, again, if you think that you're not in havingness anymore, that your wish fulfilled is not happening anymore because you've gone into some missing of your SP, if you think that, then yeah, you just betrayed your own energy to go back into a different wish fulfilled, which is a negative wish fulfilled. Your negative stories also want fulfillment. But I hope this is making sense. Keep this extremely, extremely simple. Of the instructions that I gave you, do not intellectualize this. Do not overthink this. It's so tempting, especially my audience. You're all super, super smart and you want to figure everything out and be like, well, why? Why does this happen? And what does it mean if this happens? And it's like, nope. Keep it so simple that in your day-to-day showing up within your own power, whenever you feel longing, whenever you feel yearning, whenever you feel that wanting and that grief that's tinged in your missing of someone or something, you are literally going to welcome it. You're going to say, I feel my longing. It's okay that it's here. I love this and there is room for this. I'm going to let my yearning flow. I'm going to allow myself to feel it. And when you genuinely allow that longing and that yearning and that missing to kind of flow from you in this uncensored, unjudgmental way, you're one, doing emotional releasing correctly finally, and two, you are actually making a genuine shift into the wish fulfilled because you're no longer trying to manifest anymore. You are being all inclusive towards yourself and knowing that everything is working out for you, even in these moments that it's like, oh, I feel my longing. I feel my yearning. It's right here. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to be in my head like, oh no, I don't feel that. I'm actually really happy in the wish fulfilled. You're going to be in your body, allow that to flow, and the alchemy will naturally happen. Okay, please in the comments below, let me know your thoughts, whatever questions you have coming up with this. As I said, I really do want you to keep this simple. The more you overthink and question this, the more you are in not self-trust. You're not trusting yourself if you're trying to intellectualize this too much. This is such a deep self-trust practice to really let yourself feel everything that those superficial law of assumption rules accidentally programmed the wrong interpretation of those old feelings in you. Because yes, technically you do need to be more in having than in wanting in order to manifest. But as I said, how do you genuinely let go of the wanting and the yearning and the longing? You've noticed you can't just ignore it and it goes away. It's a big, powerful energy rock inside of you that will not be ignored. You can't just intellectually think your way out of this big, big, powerful feeling of longing that you have. So again, the way you get more into havingness is you accept that longing. You truly accept it, you love it, you feel safe with it in you, and you transmute that power-packed longing into the havingness. And that's what I mean about it turns into a genuine shift into havingness. Okay, so let me know your thoughts, or if you have any questions of other video ideas you would like for me to address, you can also write that down in the comments below. And again, check out the courses or my schedule if you want to book a one-on-one call with me. All the links to all that, again, are down below. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you all in my next video. All right, bye.